Hi, and welcome to Dark Skin Tarot. It's been quite some time since I've done a love reading, and we are now in the early part of 2025. And I've been guided here. Oh, I wanted to let you know that I'm doing a collaboration with K Moon. Okay. It's going to be happening this Saturday on her channel, so K Moon Astrology. I'll put the notes in the description. And we're going to be talking about, let me put that way. We're going to be talking about Venus and Juno and what the transits mean and the retrograde and how to move through those energies. I'm excited for it. So shout out to Kay for reaching out and wanting to do this. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do two piles. One pile is you and one pile is your interest. Again. Okay. I'm going to pull from here because clearly, so this is you, this is your person, okay? So before I start, dear God, thank you so much for protecting, guiding, overseeing your presence. This is a safe and sacred space. And I trust and pray that this message gets to the right people. Okay, this is the one. Okay, wow, isn't that something? So for you, the word is love is a verb, so make it your most treasured action. And then for this one, for your person, the only illusion is separation. What does it say? Blue lace, agate, amethyst, and new jade. The only illusion is separation. And love is a verb, so make it your most treasured action. All right, we kicking right off. Okay, let's put this aside. I'm gonna pull out this deck. So just for those who want to know, that's Chakra Love. That deck there. And now we're going to be using the Wandering Star Tarot. Okay. All right. So if I could please get cards. Oops. Falling apart over here. If I could please get cards for my viewer. What is it that you would have them know at this time? What is it? So make it your most treasured action. What do they need to know? Okay. All right. And we're going to use that for that person. Wow. So the only illusion is separation, and they've received the Devil card, obsession, shadow, desire. And for you, you receive the Eight of Pentacles, which is hard work, results, education, and achievement. And so what I find interesting here is the juxtaposition of the energies. So for you, I'm seeing that you've put in a lot of work and effort to your emotional growth, your mental stability, growing as an individual, taking the energy and the focus off of this person and pouring it back on yourself. And you're growing as a result. There's multiplication happening. There's fruit of your labor that's taking place. Okay? You've been educating yourself. Perhaps you've been learning about Twin Flame. Perhaps you're learning about the 4 agreements or how to implement the 12-week year, all these things to help you better yourself. And so this part about this love being a verb and making it your most treasured action isn't necessarily about pouring into the other person. It's about giving to yourself. That's what it's about. Very nice. Yeah, and I almost feel like your person might be going through some very harsh realizations. Things that they haven't experienced before, or they're now coming to I think a place of acceptance, right? So before there was a lot of denial, a lot of unwillingness, and now, only now, they're starting to see, as you can see, this devil has a mask on, right? That mask isn't only so that you can't see them properly, but they also cannot see themselves properly. They cannot see themselves for the true person that they are. But they're now beginning to admit some truths here. And it's been difficult because a lot of it is based in fear. When I look at this card, because I'm looking at this card as I'm shuffling, I'm seeing a rose growing out of this vase with, I almost want to say that this is the third eye, but they've been separated from that third eye. They haven't been utilizing it. And now it's starting to grow. Now it's starting to mature. Okay. Can I get some more cards for this pile here, please? Okay. Temperance, yep. It's a journey of self-love. It's been a long time. You've been shifting your thought process, your patterns, your ideas. You've been creating something new. In some ways, you know, we're at the beginning of the new year. A lot of people think, okay, I'm putting away all the old. You don't put away all the old. You take with it what makes sense ideally, and what doesn't work, you leave that aside. And then you mix that new knowledge, that new wine, that new insight, so that you can utilize it to propel yourself further. Right? And you've done a lot of healing during this time as well, learning to balance those emotions. There was a point in time where this person can take you to the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. They don't have that control on you anymore. They don't. They don't. Queen of Swords. Yeah. And part of your ability to have become this person is because you too had to get very honest with yourself. Right? This difficulty, this challenge, this hurt, this pain has afforded and brought to you the opportunity to look inside and in some ways, honestly, admit some truths about yourself that, look at that you weren't admitting before. You weren't admitting it before, and your inability to admit the truths about yourself kept you stuck. It kept you limited. It colored your interactions with this person, with life, period. Even the way that you saw yourself. It was a difficult, difficult time for you. But honestly, all of that self-love, that work, that pouring into, I just heard, it started with an S, and the word popped into my head and it's gone. Like, I almost want to say silence, singlehood. This was a self-imposed hermit vibe for you so that you can actually do this work. And it's interesting to me that there's so many truths here. Like there's, what is it? There's eight of these swords. Okay. What is it? The Philosopher's Stone? No. Sorry. I'm thinking Harry Potter. What is it? That stone where the stone is, I think it's the Sword and the Stone is the movie. It's a Disney movie. And everybody tried to pull out that sword in order to show that they were the chosen one, that they were capable, that they were due that honor. But here's the thing, there are these 8 swords stuck in the ground, and you finally found a way to pull out your truth, a truth that you live by. You found your strength during this time. Okay. Yep, we know it was difficult. We've got that. Again, that Ace of Swords helped to bring in change in this 3 of Wands, because now you're moving forward. You are looking forward to what you want, the life that you want to create, the life that you know that you're actually deserving of, on your terms. On your terms. Because the action that you're doing that is treasured is for your benefit. It may benefit other people, yes, right? But it is for you. It is for you. And I think you've realized that. I think you realize that pouring yourself into someone else who at the time didn't necessarily appreciate all that you had to offer, they weren't ready to receive. And so they had to create an illusion around themselves that they're apart from you, that they're separate from you, that there's no connection, that you didn't matter, that, you know, everyone else is the same, there's no real difference. What y'all had wasn't special, wasn't meaningful. But that was their fear talking. You know, when you see those cartoons, what was a cartoon? Was it the Flintstones, where Fred Flintstone had the Martian? I think there was the good Martian and the bad Martian on each shoulder. They allowed their shadow self to entrap them, to lie to themselves, to build their world on a bed of mistruth and self-deception. I've always said that people deceive you because they've deceived themselves, right? And so when people lie to you, a lot of the times I don't think they believe they're lying, because they have, you know, bought their own sauce. I'm hearing take this card. Yeah, the creator's saying no. And there is thunder here. It almost has like some tower vibes. Like their world may be crumbling. There's some difficulty that they may be going through. But I think they're also learning in a way to say no to, we'll call it the temptations of the past, some old way of thinking. They're not yet over it, right? They're still working through that. They're still getting their sea legs, so to speak. Look at that, no and then yes, right? So as I said, they're saying no to certain things, but they're trying to say yes to other things. What I'm looking at here is, I feel like there's a level of maturity, a level of growth when I look at this. Like there's the wings, there's expansion. These to me look like butterfly wings. They have now a cup. They're willing to operate in truth. Can you see that? They've got a cup and a sword. There's expansion. There's insightfulness that they're gaining. They're not quite there yet, right? They've still got a ways to go, but they are headed in the right direction. That we can say. That we can say. Oh. Do you have any other messages for me from the person who has realized that the only illusion is separation? Okay. Oh, Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is an action card. Knight of Cups is moving forward. Your person, at the very least, is having thoughts of moving towards you, wishing that they had moved towards you. Look at that. Queen of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. You are their passion, their desire. Dreams, thoughts, and desires of moving towards you, envisioning a life. The family that they could have had, the family that they forsaketh. And there's that eye again. I mean, this eye is in practically every card, I'm quite sure. But I'm just looking at the Queen of Wands with the Devil, right? The way in which they're viewing you has shifted. It's changed. It's not the same. And when I said that, this reminded me of the tower at the bottom of the deck is the tower. And there's that eye again. Okay. So that's that. Let me... What other deck do I have here that I want to use? I'm going to pull this. Okay. So this is my Astral Realms Crystal Oracle. We're going to be diving into this, and I'm pulling this deck because I want to get an idea of what the governing energy is for the both of you. So I'm going to pull a card for you and a card for the other person. What is the governing energy right now, or the surrounding energy for my viewer? What is the surrounding energy for my viewer? For the person with the heart chakra, what is the surrounding energy? Love is a verb, so make it your most treasured action. Okay? Do you want me to take this card as it came out for this side? Yes, I think I will. I was reading this. This card slid over here. I'm going to decide once I see what the cards are to have a better understanding as to where they belong. And then I need another card, please. Can I have a second card? A second card. A second card, please. Thank you so much. Thank you for the answers, the insights, the confirmation. I appreciate that. So grateful. This is a period of change and evolution right now. Okay. Hold on. Jeez. Yeah. They need to switch. So this card here is clarity. This person is gaining clarity. As you know, as I look at it, like both cards could work for either side. This is a card of clarity and this is a card of boundaries. So this boundaries is about south node. So I would encourage you, look and see where your south node is, right? Both piles actually. Look and see where your south node is. It will help to give you even greater perspective and clarity on this situation. And read up on it to see. So I would say this. 1, go to your natal chart. You can find that anywhere, right? Go to your natal chart, see where your south node is. That's where your boundaries are, okay? And learning where your boundaries are will help to give you clarity. Maybe they're weak, maybe they're compromised, maybe they're too strong, right? Maybe they're too strong. And I almost feel like this is a switch here. This person had very strong boundaries by shutting you out and keeping you out. And you probably didn't have enough. But in them shutting you out, it helped to give you clarity. This person's boundaries were too strong. They were too strong. And now they're gaining clarity about how they can kind of lax that. Do you see how you're mirroring one another in a way? That's really interesting. 3, Empress, abundance. 1, Magician. Got it. Okay. So what am I doing? I'm counting, right? I'm counting the major arcana. There's the devil, there's the creator, there's the mother. There's 3 major arcana cards here from my perspective. Sometimes this is how I have things shown to me. Meaning, this is a time of growth. This is, because you've gone through it already. And it's interesting. Like, I feel that this is the divine feminine pile and this is the divine masculine pile. The divine feminine normally tends to lead in some areas, right? Especially areas of emotional growth, emotional intelligence. You've been doing that. You've been putting in that effort. They're now coming to the realization that this is something that they need to do. They need to grow in this area. Let's read what these 2 cards mean and what I want to say, what crystals will be helpful to you, because this is like Astral Runes Crystal Oracle, okay? All right, so let's start with 21. And 21 is boundaries. And I think this would apply to both, quite frankly. So yes, so it's labradorite and it's a south node. It's about protecting energy, metamorphosis, and strengthening. I love that. So boundaries can act as laws you set for yourself. You will have limits of what you accept, agree to, give into, and be pushed to, and so on. If you consistently break your boundaries, you can be left feeling defeated, exhausted, unworthy, and used. But remember, this is your own doing. Once you begin to not live in others' expectations, you will be able to provide boundary lines, not only for yourself, but for others. They will soon learn what is acceptable for them to ask of you in return, and you in return will be honoring of your own principles. That was a major lesson for you. That's probably something, I wouldn't even say that you took this from 2024. I almost feel that this has been a process. This has been over years, maybe as much as 8 years, because I'm looking at this 8 of Pentacles here. Could have been that long that you've been in this energy, you know, shoring up yourself, reading books, giving yourself grace, faltering, trying again, starting again, working on your mindset, seeing the truth of situations. How do you apply it? How do you apply it to yourself? What will you do differently next time? What will or won't you accept? Where did you fall short? All of those things. All of those things. So the zodiac placements, look at that. Wow. Listen, oh, jeez. The zodiac placements in your natal chart can offer you insight into why you may or may not be allowing yourself to set the boundaries you crave. The lunar node, hold on, the lunar node. Aren't we in a period right now? I'm not an astrologist, just want to say that right off the cuff. But are we not in a period where there's some lunar node shifting taking place? I think so. Something about changing signs. Okay, Google. Are the lunar nodes changing signs right now?
On the website HindustandTimes.com, they say, on January 11th, the
Ooh.
lunar nodes shift from Aries, Libra to Pisces, Virgo, where they will remain until 2026.
Aries, Libra, Pisces, Virgo. Hold on. I got it right. Aries, Libra, Pisces, Virgo. Give me 1 second. We're on to something here. Hold on. I'm going to get something from my printer. Aries, Libra, Pisces, Virgo. Hold on. So when I do readings, I like to have a visual, like outside the cards. Okay, Google, repeat.
On the website HindustandTimes.com, they say on January 11th, the lunar nodes shift from Aries, Libra to Pisces, Virgo, where they will remain until 2026.
I don't know if I'm spelling that right. Okay, Jan 2025. Okay, Google, repeat.
Sure. On the website HindustandTimes.com, they say, on January 11th, the lunar nodes shift from Aries, Libra to Pisces, Virgo, where they will remain until 2026.
Okay, Google. How long is the Pisces, Virgo lunar node in 2026? That's probably not the right question.
On the website astrobutterfly.com, they say, the nodes spend 18 months in a pair of signs, bringing into focus the unfinished business or lessons that need to be addressed within those signs.
Unfinished biz and lessons. Okay, Google, what is 18 months from January 11th, 2025?
It's Saturday, July 11th, 2026.
Saturday, July 11th, 2026. Okay, y'all heard that, see that, get that? So this Saturday, oddly enough, I'm doing my reading with K Moon. We're moving from Aries, Libra to Pisces, Virgo. It's going to sit in the signs of Pisces, Virgo for 18 months, which means it will end on Saturday, July 11th. So 7, 11, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 7, that's a master, 19, 9, and 1, 10, which is 1. Interesting. 7, 11, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 7, 11, 1, 19, 9, and 1 is 10, 10, 1, yeah. Interesting. It's interesting how it's exact January 11th to the July 11th. It's interesting that this all comes down to the number one being the magician, your ability to manifest and to call in and utilize all tools that you've gained as you're going along this journey. unfinished business and lessons. And so the thing here is, if you don't have to repeat certain things, don't repeat them, right? If you can extract the lesson, extract it. Sometimes we do have to go around the merry-go bush more than just once, but it's interesting. So I think there's something to be said for all of us, yes. But then so there's a couple of things that I want you to do then, okay? So you're going to find where your lunar nodes are. Lunar nodes. So your natal birth chart. Okay. Then your lunar nodes. Okay. And then everyone will feel some kind of shift. But if you are Aries and Libra specifically, I want you to assess your unfinished business and lessons, okay? And if you are Pisces Virgo, you are going to be just at the start of this. You're going to be going down the path of assessing and figuring out what business or what things. Okay, let me stop. Aries, Libra. I want you to look at your lessons and wrap things up. This could be returning library books. This could be decluttering. This could be paying off debt and credit cards. This could be tax debt. This could be, shopping that you need to do or returns that you need to make. This is the time for you to start wrapping that stuff up. For the Pisces Virgo, I want you to what do I want you to do? I want you to make a list. Why do I feel that I'm not spelling this correctly? Pisces. Okay, Google, spell Pisces.
Pisces is spelled
P-I-S.
P-I-S-C-E-S.
I thought so. Something felt off. P-I-S-C-E-S. Okay. And so for Pisces and Virgo, I want you to make a list of what you want to accomplish. Either need, so two lists, need to accomplish and want to accomplish. Okay? Why am I telling you this? Because in 18 months, you're going to be in a position where you're going to need to make sure that you've wrapped up unfinished business and whatever lessons you had. That's why. That's why. This is wild. Okay, we're not done. So where was I? All right, so the zodiac placements in your natal chart can offer you insight into why you may or may not be allowing yourself to set the boundaries you crave. The lunar south node represents karmic tendencies and skills and or emotions that have already been developed, and that is your comfort zone. Think of the south node as your past, where you've been and your accumulated strengths. Sorry, I didn't read that right. Think of your south node as your past, where you've been and your accumulated strengths. It may feel ideal to remain in your south node, but if you do, you will complete the same, I talked about that, the same karmic cycles over and over until you learn to evolve and move towards your future, the north node, okay? So that's why I was telling you, find your lunar nodes. Everybody watching this, I want you to find your north and your south, okay? And whatever house and whatever node and whatever house it's in is what you should be wrapping up, okay? And whatever is north, that is where you're moving towards. So do you understand? Your natal birth chart you're going to pull. You're going to look for where your north and south nodes are. You're going to look to see what houses they're residing in. For those of you who are especially Aries and Libra, you're going to look towards the lessons and you're going to wrap things up that might have been outstanding. For those of you that are Pisces, Virgo, and again, I can't say those of you, it's everybody. So for those of you, look to your chart and see where you have Aries and Libra, where those lessons are, and what is outstanding in those areas that you need to pull to a close. Then you're going to look in your natal birth chart and you're going to see where Pisces and Virgo is, okay? So that you understand, because that's your foundation. And then you're going to, what do I call it? You're going to do, I think it's called transits. And you're going to see where these signs are now in your chart. And that's going to give you an idea for the next 18 months where you're going to be focusing on getting things done. So I hope I'm clear. I think I might not have been. Okay, pull your natural birth chart. I want you to find out where your lunar nodes are, north and south. I want you to find out where Aries and Libra sit in your chart, because that's where your lessons are, and that's where you're wrapping things up. And then I want you to find out where your Pisces and Virgo is in your chart, and make a list of the things that you want to accomplish, the things that you need to do, and the things that you want to do. Okay, good. Let's carry on. Okay, so completing karmic cycles, Okay, don't retain your strictures, but instead build upon the skills you have already learned. I think that's supposed to be structures. It says strictures. That can't be right, unless that's a real word. So a stone you can learn from during this transitional period is labradite, which deflects negativity and unwanted energy and acts as a barrier to energy leakage. Labradite can banish your fears and feelings of insecurity while moving from the known to the unknown. Yes. It empowers you to speak your truth, leads you to the path of enlightened wisdom, and strengthens your faith in the universe and within yourself in order to set clear-cut boundaries. So it's giving you a little affirmation to say here, and it says, I honor where I've been and what I've created, and I am now able to step into my authentic self and set clear boundaries for myself and others. Wow. I love that. Let me move this paper. I might have to bring it back. And now what we're going to do, we're going to go to number 18. All right. So this is clarity, citrine and the sun, revitalization, self-expression, and release. In order to align ourselves energetically and emotionally, we seek clarity, which gives strength and purpose when navigating the highs and lows of our lives and provides a beacon to strive towards. At times, your sense of clarity can be dulled, most likely due to a feeling that you are out of control. More often than not, this sense of powerlessness or lack of direction comes from an egotistical place, the belief that things are happening to you and not for you. And that's what's been happening here. I wonder if I should even call this reading that. It's happening for you, not to you. Okay, now my pen doesn't want to work. All right. Okay. All right, where are we? The sun is represented astrologically as your vitality and inherent soul's desires. A simple way to reconnect with your own personal sense of clarity is by recharging in the sunshine or taking some time to lighten your spirit and find pleasure in simple joys, much like your inner child would. The light and bright inner awakened child guides you towards what you want and need to evolve your spirit and experience true inner joy. And it's interesting that they're using the word want and need when that was my instruction here to you, to make two lists, right? Citrine is golden yellow and radiates positive, warming energies that propel you towards success and happiness and strengthen your enthusiasm for living life and your future. So we talked about like this kerfuffleness, right? And this only illusion of separation, meaning you were doing, your person was doing everything to separate and pretend there was divide and division and a lack of commonality or understanding or grace or telepathic connection and all that kind of stuff. Much like the sun, citrine is a very powerful cleansing and regenerating stone. So the activation guide here is I make space to acknowledge and revitalize my inner strength. Because at the beginning I said it felt like they're already going through a dark night of the soul and things were difficult and challenging for them, right? Because they were in a place of denial. A refusal to accept what is, a refusal to look inside and see who either that they truly are or how they were operating or the self-deception that they were practicing. Wow. Isn't that something? I make space to acknowledge and revitalize my inner strength. I love that. So to wrap this, I believe I'm wrapping it, I'm going to pull one card to bring this reading together from Whispers of Love. Okay. Leave that there. So if you need to go back and review what I wrote down, okay? Everybody has all the signs. You have all the signs. You're not just one thing, and I think oftentimes we get stuck. What are you? I'm a Scorpio. And you think you're only a Scorpio. And so you think you're supposed to be going through death and rebirth all the time and being the phoenix all the time and having sexual proclivities all the time, and that's all you are, and that's completely untrue, okay? We ebb and flow. We ebb and flow. And there's a time when certain parts of our being, our soul, needs to come to the forefront and other parts move back to allow that space. Which card? I feel like these two, and I'm just going to pick one. Wow. And I cannot pick one. Jeez. Because it's progressive. This is about speaking the language of love. And oh my God, look at that. Speak the language of love, right? And this one is love's verb. And so make it your most treasured connection. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. And then this one, the only illusion is separation. And then it lists blue, I don't know if you say blue lace or lace, agate, amethyst, and new jade, okay? And this chakra balance is about unity, okay? And it's saying spiritual connection. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. So what a way to wrap that. Separation, ending in connection, and utilizing love and using it as your language, as a way in which you communicate and move through the world. I will read both because it's only right to do so. Wow. Okay. So let's go with this. So this is number 35, which makes it an 8. And this is number 27, which makes it a 9. So there's a progression here. And again, it's about this feminine energy coming to certain realizations ahead of and in their own way. It's not the same way. The experience is not the same. But there's such a beautiful interconnection and intertwining here. Wow. I love that. All right, let's do number 35. Okay. So this card here, it says, loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. A positive attitude works wonders in creating more love around you. Allow yourself to really express yourself positively. Use only wholesome words when speaking to others or even about yourself. Be conscious of any language you may use out of habit, and be willing to release this to create more positive energy around you. Doing this will bring more love to you. Often, your exact words or actions won't be remembered. People tend to recall how something you said or did made them feel. Taking a moment to choose words that are more loving can have such an amazing impact on others. Thinking about how you convey your message will have a profound and loving impact on others. Treat conversations with others as an occasion to discover something original. Consider the other person's point of view and treat them with compassion. There will be many opportunities to state your case or impart your viewpoint, and that's the Queen of Swords right there, right? And then what is this? Is this the Empress card? It's Temperance. I think that's a perfect way to emulate this card. There's a time to speak your truth, and there's a time just to, you know, try and create balance or mix up the situation or be patient and moderate, because words can heal or hurt. It says here that the two nature beings gaze lovingly at a newborn dragon sitting on a rose. Okay, that's what that is. Dragons may be helpful guardians as well as educators. They can help you heal. Look at that. They can help you heal the aspect of yourself that keeps you in fear mode when you are communicating. The full moon behind the sprites, they're called sprites, okay, suggests there is an opportunity to release a pattern that no longer serves you. Trust your ability to speak your truth in a loving manner. Amen. Come on. What? Like, that is so good. That is so good. That's such a beautiful way to wrap up this pile. Okay. Let's do spiritual connection for your person. So a relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. Everything happens for a reason. Some people come into your life to help you learn a lesson, and they will make a real impact on your life, whether it be with a lover, a primary partner, or in a relationship for growth. Spiritual connection is important to you now. Why? Because it wasn't important to this person before. Woo! This card very gently reminds you to allow the universe to support you. You might be trying to control aspects of your life that are not within your power. When a connection has a spiritual basis, nurture it with love and surrender. And that's the thing. This person was uncomfortable with surrender. They were uncomfortable with not having control of themselves, their emotion, perhaps the passion that they felt. Chances are there's a childhood wound or someone they really cared about previous to you injured them in a way that they weren't willing to not even trust you, trust themselves with loving someone again or putting themselves out there. Oh, this is so good. Woo, this is good. Okay. Where are we? When a connection has a spiritual basis, nurture it with love and surrender. Put a situation into the hands of the divine and ask that the outcome be for the highest good of all involved. A situation may be asking you to stretch yourself. Know that you're going to grow and expand during this phase. And I talked about that. Remember I said the 1, 2, 3, the Empress energy, expansion, abundance. Communicate your needs and wants and listen to what is being shared. Again, that needs and wants, that list. That needs and wants isn't just that, oh, I need to do the laundry and I want to buy a new car. What are the needs and wants of your soul? And again, use the elements to identify what that is, right? Let me write this down. Okay. Okay, is it going to work now? No, it's not going to work. Okay. So I want you, we're going to start with, okay, wands, swords, cups, and pentacles. Okay. And so when you are doing this need and want list, okay, need, want. So what do you need spiritually and what do you want spiritually? What do you need intellectually? What do you want intellectually? What do you need emotionally? And what do you want emotionally? And then pentacles for me, that could be financial, right? Or material. What do you need? You need a safe place to live and sustenance and to be able to cover your bills. But what do you want? I want to eat great, organic, healthy food. I want to live in a beautiful place that reflects me and gives me peace and calm. You understand? So this list that you're preparing, you're going to now look at this list in relation to where Pisces and Virgo is in your transit chart, right? And you might even go further and look at what were the things that you thought you needed and what you wanted in your Aries and Libra area, right? So this isn't just reading. This is soul work. This is healing. This is evolution. This is insightfulness. And I really want you to apply it. You know, why am I stuttering? I am actually going to do this myself. I love this. And this is the beauty of tarot, right? This is why tarot is so beautiful to me. It's not because I'm trying to figure out the future and usurp Mother and Father God. No. This helps me understand myself better. It helps me to look at myself through a different lens that perhaps I wasn't seeing before. If you asked me at the beginning of my day, did I think I was going to go into my Aries, Libra, Pisces, Virgo and decide what my needs and wants were in these 2 phases of the lunar nodes? No, this all came out. I had no idea what we were doing. I just thought, you know what? I haven't done a love reading for a while. I guess we're going to talk about love. And from this one card, all this flowed. That's so beautiful. That is the beauty of tarot. Oh, okay. Let me finish reading. But I love that. Oh my goodness. All right, where are we here? Okay, so 2 people look intently into each other's eyes, revealing the deep trust that exists between them. Their gaze exemplifies their strong connection. A cord that seems to originate from their crown chakras. My God, I mentioned, what did I say? Telepathy earlier in this. A cord that seems to originate from their crown chakras connects the 2 individuals and illustrates their strengthening spiritual bond. Take a moment to consider the unity that exists even when you are at odds with another. Consider how much can be revealed through love and understanding. Listen, this was good. This was so good. Oh my gosh. I love this. This was good. Woo! All right. Well, geez. I'm smiling over here like a Cheshire cat. This was so lovely. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that this brought some insight to you. If you've gotten this far in the reading, put a moon in the chat, right? But this was beautiful. Oh my. And I'm not saying it because I did it. I just love how it unfolded and revealed itself to us. Oh, you know what? Have a blessed day and I'll see you at my next reading. And don't forget, I am going to be spending some time with K Moon this Saturday on her channel. Okay, so look for K Moon and you'll find her channel in the description of my video too. And take care. Be blessed. Until next time, Dark Skin Tarot. Bye.